happening. So, can we just get you to say your name and your position?
Yeah, sure. My name's Arthur Parsons, Arthur Parsons, and I'm co-game director on LEGO Dimensions at TT Games. I've been at TT for 19 years, I think, something like that, so I've been there a long time.
So you and Jimmy work together pretty closely.
Yeah, and the exciting thing is, Jimmy and I, we've only really worked on one LEGO game together, which was LEGO Batman 1. Many moons ago, back in 2008, I think that was released. And then the two of us, even though we work in the same studio, he's doing one thing, I'm doing the other. And so this year, it's been really nice to actually work together again, because we have a great working relationship and bounce off each other, and working on the same title. We kind of spend our time trying to outdo each other. So he's like, "Oh, have you seen what I've done in Ghostbusters? Oh, that's really cool." And then we'll go away and it's like, "Oh, have you seen what we've done in Goonies?" And so it's really good. You know, it's making year two like a really sort of, you know, great sort of evolving game. It's really good fun.
And speaking of, because you guys are working, you know, side by side on all the different sets, so how difficult is it to make each one feel like they stand out individually from all the other ones, like trying to make Goonies separate and feel different from, say, Ghostbusters or Adventure Time or any other property?
That's really, you know, you'd think that'd be difficult, but it's actually probably the easiest thing. You know, obviously, you know, Jimmy and I are kind of like the front men of the band, but our band is 250 incredibly talented people at TT, and yeah, we've got designers in there that were just like, "Oh, please, can I work on Adventure Time?" Or, "Yeah, can I work on Sonic? Can I do this? Can I do that?" And you'll find that every single pack has actually got a team on it that just love that brand. Yeah, Jimmy and I, when we first saw the Year 2 assortment, we were straight in there. I was going, "Right, I'm having Harry Potter, I'm having Fantastic Beasts, I'm having Goonies," and he's the same. I'm having Sonic, I'm having Adventure Time. And that's how it works. Yeah, because we are fans of those IPs. Everyone that knows me at work knows that I've been wanting to make Goonies in Lego form forever, because it's my favourite movie. So things like that, it's a no-brainer. And then things as well like Teen Titans Go. I love superhero stuff. So for me, I love Teen Titans Go. And we did some work related to that when we did Lego Batman 3. So again, it's just great to revisit all these different brands and give them the kind of the time that they deserve, because that's kind of what we're synonymous with as Lego games, is brilliantly fun video games that are authentic to the brand. So that's what we're doing now, is those same rules for the standalones going into Year 2's IPs, and it will make every pack brilliant. And yeah, we're happy with everything we've kind of seen so far. The team's loving it, and we're heading not long now until the first lot of packs are released.
Do you approach that differently, going up against these packs, which is a smaller standalone experience, versus a full, huge game? Does that differ in how you approach the development?
No, it's only different in terms of you have a smaller group working on it. But everything we do at TT is geared around how can we make this experience as brilliant for that audience and as fun for that audience. So yeah, Harry Potter, even though we've done I think it was 3 years that I worked on those two games with guys in the office. So we're coming through into our Harry Potter team pack with, you know, Harry, Voldemort, the Flying Car, and the Hogwarts Express, going, right, what can we do? And you think after 2 games you'd be like, oh, you're out of ideas, but yeah, we're just like, right, this is a different thing. What can we do that would make this so fun, so exciting, but ultimately that magic of Harry Potter and Hogwarts? And so the adventure world is a brilliant sort of distillation of everything that's Harry Potter. You know, the battle arena's fun and interactive, and then there's a lot of interplay between characters that appear in Harry Potter packs, you know, as you're exploring the adventure world. So every pack we approach is like we would a full game. You know, how can we get the most out of the license? How can we really bring it for, you know, those little Easter eggs that maybe 3 people might get, but they'll get that joke and they'll find it funny and they'll see the relevance of what it is that we're doing, and I think that's where we get the most satisfaction, when we then see people going, the top 10 Easter eggs of whatever it is, and they actually notice all the little things we hide away in there. And again, we're doing the same with a lot of hidden free play rooms that people may or may not sort of find, see the relevance of, but there's lots of hidden stuff in there.
Are there any big Easter eggs you put in that you don't think anybody's found yet? You haven't noticed on any sites or boards? Or people have just found them all.
I know there's still a few sort of running gags that people haven't fully got to the bottom of. There's loads of people that have been out there. They've got, I think, 480 gold bricks, and they've as far as they're aware, nailed the game thus far. But there's always little things in there that people will never kind of get to the bottom of. And we had one the other day that actually wasn't for Dimensions. It was Lego Batman 3. As someone was still going on about the donuts that we hid. And there's this puzzle where you had hidden donuts. And I just don't get the meaning of these donuts. It's like, okay, someone will get it eventually. But yeah, and again, so year 2 Dimensions, we're going, right, what extra free play rooms can we put in from other areas of like exciting things, and let's see where they go. Let's see what people sort of make of these things.
We start running out very quickly.
And then one thing I noticed from trying the demo back at E3 was that really left an impression on me was in the multiplayer level with Adventure Time. Even if you weren't using Adventure Time characters, every other character was cel shaded and had a similar look to seem like they were actually from that property.
Yeah.
So I mean, how important was that to you guys to not only capture the authenticity of the individual characters in their own worlds, but to make outside characters feel like they belong in those individual worlds when it's not their home?
It's about the believability of it. So it is. It's we see Lego Dimensions as being, it's a digital interpretation of what is in a player's head when they're playing with these toys. And so if they are playing with, I don't know, sort of Harry Potter and Ethan Hunt and Gizmo from Gremlins and Lumpy Space Princess, and they're playing with those characters, I don't know, around E.T.'s Adventure World, then Lumpy Space Princess should look like she belongs in that E.T. area. So she's not going to be cel-shaded like she would in Adventure Time. And it is really important that everything knits together. Even though you could then have Jake sat in, I don't know, the DeLorean blasting through the land of Ooo, whatever it might be. It's all about having no rules. We have internal development rules to make sure things like that look great. Sonic looks great in the Sonic pack, but when Sonic, say, in Scooby-Doo pack, Sonic's cel-shaded. In Adventure Time, he's cel-shaded. When he goes to Harry Potter, he looks like he fits into that universe. And again, it's testament to the team who put all the effort into the lighting and all the effort into those sort of post effects to make sure they look sort of as they should. It's kind of important to us. Because this Dimensions is big for us. It's something that we've gone all in on in terms of just making a commitment to players. When we first launched it, there's one starter pack. That's all you need, and we'll give you however many sort of years we sort of said of enjoyment and fun and excitement. And here we are in year 2, and we've kept that promise. You don't need a new starter pack. Here's a load of new cool content that's building and getting better. And that'll continue for many years to come, I'd hope. So.
Has there ever been either any properties or any things you wanted to do in a game that LEGO said that's a bit too PG-13 for us or something like that?
Well, we're never going to go out there and pitch for sort of like an R-rated movie LEGO game, but we go out there and strangely every kind of discussion we have with LEGO, because they're such a great partner, ends up being a creative one. So even if we go there sort of with something that we're like, is this a bit risque? And we'll go and we'll talk it through, and they're like, no, of course it's not, because all you've got to do is this, that, the other. And if you think in the LEGO game, some of the things we've touched on, we've touched on, effectively, I don't know, say, someone killing Voldemort. You've had obviously, the Vader death scenes, but it's always done in a way that's right for LEGO games. And I think I don't think they'd really ever do anything other than sit in a room and make us have more work, because that is how it works with us in Lego. They come to us, we go to them, and it's just a constant creative process. And hopefully when people play the games, they'll see that. We have great relationships with Lego and obviously all of our other IP partners, and that is what makes our games so fun. Nobody's sucking the life out of anything. Everyone's just adding to the party and making a really flavoursome soup is probably the best metaphor. But no, it's good. It's good fun.
What was it like getting a lot of the? I saw season 2 seems like a lot of older properties with the A-Team and Goonies and E.T. and Gremlins. What was it like
And
going and getting those into Lego with kids?
Well, it's that age-old thing of what is sort of like what age is a Lego video game player? You'll find that there were some people that were 5 or 6 when they played Lego Star Wars. Well, they're probably near in their 20s now, but they still play video games. But the mums and dads, they still play video games. Gamers that after they've finished, I don't know, their 60th death match and they want a kind of bit of a breather, they'll come and play Lego games, and for us, we know that our games appeal to all ages, so we have to offer content for all ages. So we do that in the standalone games as much as we can, and Dimensions should be no different. So we'll have things like Adventure Time, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans Go, and then we'll have those older properties. But it's like, whenever I talk about the comic book games that we do, I always say that the reason I love making them is that I know that somewhere there'll be a mum or a dad that'll sit and play the game, and they'll get that question of who is that character. Well, then they might go away and they might read comics together, and Dimensions is the same. They might go away and sit and watch the Goonies together and have a great movie experience. They might go and watch Beetlejuice together. They might go and watch E.T. And it's about the core thing with Lego. It brings people together. It's that spending time. It's not like someone's sat in their room locked away and then someone else is sat somewhere else. It's actually bringing people together for the video game, and then bringing them together in other areas which we might have pressed the button on. We might have encouraged them to go and watch Gremlins, and then they'll maybe go and watch another Gremlins movie, and then once they've had that 80s fun experience, they might go and watch Stand By Me. They might go and watch Automan, Blue Thunder. I don't know. They might invite me round and we can watch Jason the Wheeled Warriors all day. It's that great thing about bringing people together. And again, that's kind of where the Battle Arena thing came from for year 2. Was we watch people play the game a lot, and they'll work together and they'll do puzzles together. And then every now and again, just accidentally, one player will maybe shoot another player or punch another player, and then it turns into a brawl for 5 minutes. And it's like, right, forget those puzzles, forget that big boss, whatever, we're just going to duff each other up for 5 minutes. And we sat there going, there's got to be something in this. And that's how the Battle Arena's evolved, was kids like to play the puzzles and the stories and the adventures and relive things, but they also like to just duff each other up. In Lego form, and so now, that's how that sort of came about. So again, but bringing people together. You could take your toys. So I've got the Goonies pack, I've got Sloth. I'll go around to my friend's house. I'll put Sloth on into the Battle Arena. He'll put whoever he's got, Gizmo or Stripe, and we'll go and duff each other up, or work together to duff up some other people. And it's cool. But then those modes, there's obviously all different modes. There's objective mode and Tic Tac Boom. I can't remember the name of it, but there's all these different modes. It's very exciting, so it's good.
So how likely are Automan and Blue Thunder?
I have no idea. At the minute, we are so full on with delivering these 16 IPs. I don't know what's coming in the future, but no idea. Fingers crossed for Magnum PI, right? But I think the IPs we delivered in year 1 with things like Doctor Who and Portal and Scooby and The Simpsons, it was such a diverse mix. Year 2, our challenge was to up the ante on that, and I think we've done that. So who knows what the future holds.
You have such a love for these 80s franchises, and you said that you know Goonies was kind of a passion. You
Yeah.
really wanted to get that. Do you have any others that you would just love to bring to the Lego world?
I get asked that question like quite a lot, and then if you look back historically, I've got to work on Lego Batman games, Lego Indiana Jones games, Lego Star Wars games, Lego Marvel games, Lego Harry Potter games.
There's nothing left.
Oh, there's always stuff left. Yeah, I never thought we'd get Goonies, but even Doctor Who, we never thought we'd get to have Doctor Who in Lego form, and that pack is absolutely amazing.
Just saying.
But everything is always exciting and new, and it's a surprise. I think all of us at TT are very lucky with what we get to work on. So I haven't, for me, the fact that we've got Goonies, I was so excited. And then it was like, we need a pack for such and such. Anyone got any ideas? Oh, Beetlejuice. And it's like, so good, yes. All right, so we get Beetlejuice. And I think that's it. Dimensions is my little playground with Jimmy and all the other guys of going, why don't we do that? Why don't we have, a Lego Hoff and, get him whizzing around in kit and stuff like that. So maybe a Cylon one day, that'd be awesome. But yeah. Any other questions?
So when are you?
I was just going to say we're about ready to wrap up, so last question.
Okay, so when do you plan on revealing the rest of the IPs to like Beetlejuice? We haven't seen it. Powerpuff Girls. Do we plan on seeing that at the panel later? Or?
No, I think so. At the panel, we're going to concentrate on showing a little bit more of the sort of November wave content from in-game, and as well as the toys. And then I think as we get further down the line, we'll probably talk about the IPs are coming. Sort of, I can never remember the numbers of waves. So think of it as year 2. We've got September, November. Things that are coming after that, we'll worry about sort of revealing at a later point. I think people are so excited because there's so many packs that it's true. We're kind of getting the information out there as it's going to be sort of coming out. But so much exciting stuff to talk about.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.